You're too late, Budget Girl and Leapman. I'm right outside the reserve bank, and I'm going to reserve it. For myself, it's time for a final showdown. That is, if you and Leapman have the guts.
It's Dr. Sinister. He's outside of the reserve bank.
Don't be so dramatic, Budget Girl. It's just one bank. We've got numerous banks. There's ABSA, African Bank, Nedbank, Albaraka, FNB, Bidvest, Capitec, Ubank, Standard Bank.
Oh my goodness. The reserve bank isn't that kind of bank. They're a central bank that checks that the banks operate correctly, like making sure that banks have enough money to give back to the depositors or that borrowers can pay back the depositors' money. What exactly do you know about how money works?
I know that you need money to buy stuff, like awesome gadgets to fight criminals. Ooh, I saw this flame-throwing grappling hook belt buckle online. We've got to get one of those. Batman has one.
Do you need it?
No, but I want it really bad. That counts, doesn't it?
No, that doesn't count. We can't just go buying everything you want. Where do you think the money comes from?
That's an easy one. Our money comes from our online store where we sell Leapman t-shirts, toys, and other cool superhero goodies.
Yes, but we can't spend more than we have. That's why we set up the budget.
Let me get this straight. We don't have money?
No, we have a bank account with our money in it, and if we need money, we can draw it from the bank using one of their ATMs. But we're not going to be able to draw the money we need if we spent it all on things we want. We need to balance our income, which is the money we got from the online store, with our expenses, which is the money we spent on gadgets to do our job, and the materials we sell online.
Got it. Okay, so what do we need to defeat Dr. Sinister?
Computer, I need a breakdown of our needs to bring Dr. Sinister to justice.
Calculating. Dr. Sinister is currently at the reserve bank. You will need transportation to get there, including you. You will need apprehension gadgets to control him, and you'll need insurance for any damages you may be liable for.
Computer, draw up a budget for us and compare it to our bank account.
Yes, computer. Do all of that.
Calculating.
Leapman! You need to hurry! We can't hold him off much longer! We're coming, citizen! Just hold on!
The calculations are complete. There is not enough money in your bank account to defeat Dr. Sinister.
What? That's impossible! I know we had money in our current account.
I have detected a large purchase on that account yesterday at Gadgets R Us.
What is that?
Nothing?
That's that flamethrower belt buckle thing you wanted.
Okay, yes it is. I couldn't stop myself. You know Batman has one, right?
Yes, I believe you mentioned that. Computer, is there enough money in our savings account?
Savings account?
Yes, savings account. I set it up in case of emergencies, like this one we have right now. Every month I put away just a little bit of money and it's built up over the years. I also deposit the money from the oopsie box in there. Which reminds me, this is a big oopsie. Put your 5 rand in the box.
But how do you know how much money to save?
Every month I take our income. Then I subtract our expenses, including the things we need, the things you want, and any of the unexpected things that happen during the month. After the expenses are covered, I'll put what's left in our savings.
That's pretty smart, Budget Girl. Well done!
Analysis is complete. You indeed have enough money in your savings account to defeat Dr. Sinister.
Great! Transfer it to the current account. Let's go, Leapman. We've got a stop to make before we get to the reserve bank.
Where are we headed?
I need to stop at the ATM and draw some money for fuel.
I've been meaning to ask you about that savings account you opened.
What do you want to know?
Well, why did you open it?
The bank has a lot of good products, but I chose the savings account because it has a higher interest rate than our current account. So if we keep our money in the savings account, the bank basically pays us.
Hold the phone! The bank pay us to keep money in the bank? When did this happen?
I can honestly say that this has been happening since before either of us were even born. Think of the bank as a tool for business, almost like that flamethrower belt buckle of yours. You can deposit your money into the bank or withdraw your money out. You can even borrow money from the bank in the form of a loan or credit card. If you save your money in the bank, they pay you interest. If you take the money out, there could be bank charges.
I see. It does sound like a business. A business of money. That sounds like the perfect place for criminals to infiltrate. Who's keeping an eye on them?
That's actually a very good question. We have two organizations that help us keep an eye on the financial industry. The South African Reserve Bank, who makes sure that banks have enough money to give back to the depositors and make sure banks operate correctly. And then there's the National Credit Regulator, and they make sure that banks and other organizations who give out loans operate according to the law and treat customers fairly.
Dr. Sinister needs to be stopped. If I know him and his fiendish ways, there will definitely be some kind of cash in the mix. Surely there must be safer ways of doing banking than using cash? I mean, anyone can spend cash.
There's actually been a lot of advances in the banking industry over the last few years. Because of technology, you can now pay with a bank card at any point of sale, or you could even bank with your cell phone.
So, people aren't using that much cash anymore?
Yep.
That's awful.
Huh?
No cash means no cash heists, which means no more criminals, which means no more Leapman. We're going to end up unemployed. What are we going to do?
Don't worry, the bad guys aren't going anywhere. The safer we make banking, the more sinister the bad guys become. That's why SARB exists.
SARB, yes. I think I've heard of those guys. Fellow crime fighters, I believe.
Yes, the South African Banking Risk Information Center, or SARB, gives people information to prevent them from becoming victims of bank fraud. They also help people use the ATM safely. We're here. I'll show you what I mean by ATM safety.
Lead the way, Budget Girl. I'm right behind you.
Okay, Leapman, first up, don't let anyone help you use the ATM. Then, you insert your card and punch in your secret PIN.
1, 2...
Stop! Your PIN is a secret! You can't let anyone else know it.
Oh, right. 3, 4... Okay, we're in.
You clearly have no idea how to use an ATM safely. Never tell anyone your PIN. Always know where your card is, and if it's missing, report it to the bank immediately. Also, put your money away safely before leaving the ATM, and don't let anyone distract you when you're making a transaction.
Wait a second. Didn't you just distract me? The money! It's gone! Darn! What is this world coming to when a superhero is robbed in broad daylight? Oh, fans. Fear not, citizens. We are merely utilizing this ATM to draw fuel money. We'll be on our way now. Thank you. And be safe. You never know who's watching. I heard someone was robbed at this very ATM. It wasn't me, no. I'm a superhero. It was someone else.
We have to go.
Oh, right. Take care, citizens. What do we do now? We don't have enough money to defeat Dr. Sinister. And if we don't do something soon, he'll have all the money he needs to fuel his fiendish schemes.
There's only one thing we can do. We have to take the little money we have left and become entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneur. Got it. What is that exactly?
It's a person who starts a business.
But where would we even begin setting up a new business?
We begin with what I do best. We begin with the budget. The first thing we need to do is figure out the needs and wants of potential customers. We need to look at strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Great advertising will help lift us above the competition, and we can lean on the Leapman brand to build on our reputation. Then all we need are systems to track the money to make sure we're making a profit. I've got it! Let's get to work!
Hot dogs! Get your steaming hot dogs! Fully Leapman endorsed to give you strength when you need it most. You'll be defeating your workday in no time.
It's working, Leapman! Our hot dog business is a huge success!
This is by far the best hot dog I've ever eaten. And with all this clever branding and advertising, it's going to be huge. My name is John Moneybags. I'd love a share in your business. I'll even list it on the JSE.
Mr. Moneybags, I think you've got it all wrong. This is a business, and we're entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs.
Yes, that word. We sell these hot dogs for money. If we just share, how will we defeat Dr. Sinister? This is not just a hat rack, my friend.
Leapman, I think what Mr. Moneybags is saying is that he wants to buy a piece of the business or a share and then list the company on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange so he can sell more shares to investors and expand the business. If that happens, Leapman's hot dogs could go countrywide with the money that comes from the investors. This will make us very successful entrepreneurs.
We'll take it. Now we have enough money to defeat Dr. Sinister.
Yes, we do. And we'll hold on to the 51% controlling shares, selling the 49% to Mr. Moneybags.
It's over, Dr. Sinister. We have arrived to take you to prison.
Why is everyone always so mean to me? I'm just trying to support myself in the only way I know how.
There is always a better way.
Really? Like what? I'm a terrible entrepreneur. I can't come up with a single good idea for a business.
Well, I guess that means we'll just have to continue to thump you.
Leapman, I just got an idea. Where are those shares for the hot dog business?
Well, I have them right here.
Dr. Sinister, how about a trade?
What could you possibly have to trade?
We recently started a business that is now listed on the JSE. The share price continues to climb and it's already worth a lot of money.
That does sound like a pretty good deal. And I've always seen myself as a successful entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
If I give you the 51% controlling shares, will you stop terrorizing the citizens and abandon your attempt to infiltrate the Reserve Bank?
Sounds fair. I'll take the deal.
Darn.
What is it, Leapman?
I didn't get to use my flame-throwing grappling hook belt buckle. I guess I didn't need it after all.
I hate to say I told you so.
Nevertheless, we've done it again, Budget Girl. With some solid budgeting and quick thinking, we have proven yet again that crime doesn't pay.
Yes, we have, Leapman. Let's get back to the cave. You've got a lot of 5 rands to put in that oopsie jar.
Oh, darn. Today, we learned some valuable lessons about the financial industry. We learned about the importance of saving, budgeting, and how being savvy with your finances can help you become successful.
That's right, Leapman. We also learned about banks and bank accounts and fees and interest related to them. We learned about the South African Reserve Bank, the National Credit Regulator or NCR, the South African Banking Risk Information Center or SARB, and even the Johannesburg Stock Exchange or JSE.
We learned about being entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneur.
Yes. And the challenges you must overcome in starting your own business, like finding the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. These are all important lessons that you should take to heart.
Yes, they are. Until next time, remember, don't leap into action without a budget. See you soon.